how do I approach a composite, right? I approach a composite by evaluating the shot and making sure that if I need to know anything, I do, right? I usually will, okay. I will usually go through and make sure that I don't need to learn certain things to get the shot done. That it's not going to be any problems aren't going to pop up. That I need to know what I need to look for online, if I need to get an asset, if I need to read more documentation on whatever program I am in. Usually Nuke, but it depends on the shot. If I need to know, if I need to do color grading in DaVinci Resolve, I'm going to be looking that up, figuring it out, using the book I have that's on color compositing, you know. What are some ways I've contributed in team environment? In the past, it's usually helping with software. Usually somebody doesn't know how to do something for it, just being high school, right? Helping video editing, I enjoyed helping other students, either editing a video, teaching them something, whatever, either that or 3D modeling. So that's usually how I help in a team environment while working on my own shot or whatever it is I usually end up giving critiques and just helping out generally with it. So, why should you hire me? Because Company 3, you guys, work on a variety of different shots, and I like learning a variety of things, especially when it solves a problem that I will either have in the future or then, I think since I enjoy working with a lot of different variety of problem solving and whatnot, I would be a good fit, right? What made me decide on compositing is I really enjoy seeing the combination of all the effort go into a shot, and I can add that little touch at the end, or a big touch at the end that helps just add to their work. And I've always enjoyed seeing the visual effects in movies and breaking down how it is done. How did they do this shot? What were the actors interacting with? Was it just motion capture? Was it just a green screen environment with a couple tables, right? Like in some of the Lord of the Rings, other ones are just doing camera tricks to make the death trick, I forget what it's called. But when I'm learning a shot, where do I go? I usually go to YouTube, or I go to the documentation on Nuke. It obviously depends on what I am doing, but depending on how it is and how far I need to know in depth, it's usually a mix of going to the documentation and then experimenting, and then towards the end I will go to YouTube to make sure that to see how other people have implemented a similar problem or a similar visual effects shot, just because it's helpful to see how other people have done it and to get critiques or whatever, as a teachers would know. So my follow-up questions: what problems? What are the most problems you have most often and need solving? Like solves in your shoots usually, or shots. Just so I know that I can prepare to help with whatever it is. I can expand my knowledge both while I'm there for an internship and before, hopefully, right? How do you go about giving feedback, and how often do you give feedback? Is it like once a week? Is it mornings, or what, Is there anything in my portfolio or interview that I need to clarify before ending the interview, right? Do I need to clarify how I do certain shots in my interview, or what, right? Because I'm sure there's always things where it's like, why choose this direction? Why color grade this much? What are your inspirations in color grading, right? So, if there's any clarification, that's my final question. Thank you.